We often think of battles as events that unfold in the physical world, clashes of swords, gunfire, armies, and strategy. But there is another battlefield, more silent and enduring than any war zone. It's the inner world of the human mind, where beliefs, thoughts, doubts, and fears silently fight for dominance. Here, every individual is both soldier and general. And yet, most of us walk through life barely aware this battlefield even exists. Socrates, the ancient Greek philosopher, believed this inner war, the tension between ignorance and wisdom, was the most important conflict we could ever face. His call was not to conquer lands, but to conquer the self. His method? Inquiry. Relentless, honest, and unsettling inquiry. The unexamined life is not worth living, he declared before the Athenian court that sentenced him to death. What does it mean to examine one's life? And why did Socrates insist that to truly live, we must first know ourselves? Welcome to The Unfolding Journey, a channel dedicated to exploring the deepest questions of life, consciousness, and what it means to be human. Here, we go beyond surface knowledge and seek truth through timeless philosophies, psychological insights, and introspective storytelling. If you're drawn to explore the mystery of who you really are, you're in the right place. Let's begin. The phrase, "know thyself," wasn't originally Socratic. It was carved into the forecourt of the Temple of Apollo at Delphi, the site of the famous oracle. When Socrates heard it, he didn't take it as mere poetic symbolism. He took it as a sacred command. The oracle once declared that no one was wiser than Socrates. Puzzled, he set out to disprove the claim by interrogating those considered wise: politicians, poets, craftsmen. What he found was that most believed themselves wise, yet their understanding was shallow. In contrast, Socrates acknowledged his ignorance, and this paradoxically made him wiser. This is the foundation of the Socratic paradox. I know that I know nothing. The search for knowledge begins not with certainty, but with humility. Socrates teaches us that self-knowledge is not about accumulating facts about ourselves, but confronting the illusions we hold about who we think we are. To know yourself, you must first ask, what is the self? Are we our thoughts? Our memories? Our bodies? Our beliefs? Modern neuroscience might point to networks of neurons, while psychology speaks of personas and shadow selves. But Socratic inquiry goes deeper. It doesn't just define the self, it interrogates it. Socrates didn't offer answers. He offered questions that peeled away assumptions. For example, can a person be truly good if they don't know what goodness is? Can someone be free if they're enslaved by their own desires? This type of questioning reveals a profound truth. We often live according to ideas we've never truly examined. To know thyself, then, is to break through the noise of conditioning, culture, and ego, and encounter the naked truth of our own being. The mind, Socrates teaches, is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. Our true power lies not in what we know, but in our ability to ask. The Socratic method is not a passive process. It is a disciplined practice of dialogue, both with others and within ourselves. It involves asking fundamental questions. What do I believe? Why do I believe it? Can I be certain it is true? What are the implications if I'm wrong? This isn't just philosophy, it's a form of internal cleansing. Most of us live in mental autopilot. We adopt beliefs without scrutiny, pursue goals without reflection, and react emotionally without awareness. Socratic questioning disrupts that pattern. It urges us to be conscious architects of our own thought structures. In dialogues like the Apology, Meno, and Phaedo, Socrates positions self-knowledge as a moral imperative. He believed that if one truly knows what is good, they will naturally do it. Evil, in his view, stems not from malice but from ignorance. This is a radical idea, that morality is intellectual, not emotional. That to truly know yourself is to purify yourself. In this light, Socratic inquiry is not just a method for thinking, but for living. It's a path to ethical clarity, a map for the soul. And unlike today's quick-fix self-help trends, this kind of knowing demands work. Deep, honest, uncomfortable work. Why does this matter in the modern world? Because never before have we been so flooded with information, and yet so starved for wisdom. We know more about the external world than ever before, yet mental illness, existential dread, and spiritual disconnection are on the rise. The Socratic method offers a kind of intellectual minimalism. Strip away the false to reveal the true. In a time of curated identities and algorithm-driven content, this is revolutionary. To know yourself is to reclaim your inner sovereignty. To see clearly what motivates you, what you fear, what you truly desire. not what you've been told you should desire. In this sense, Socratic inquiry is more than philosophical, it's spiritual. It is the process of becoming whole. If you want to begin this journey, here are a few Socratic-style questions you can ask yourself today. What do I fear most and why? Do I live according to values I chose or inherited? When was the last time I changed my mind about something important? If I knew I couldn't fail, what would I pursue? What does happiness mean to me, really? What am I pretending not to know? Sit with these questions. Journal them. Let them discomfort you. That discomfort is the beginning of transformation. Socrates died in pursuit of truth, poisoned by those threatened by his questioning. Yet his legacy survives, not in answers, but in the courage to ask. To know thyself is not a one-time revelation. It is a lifelong process, a daily confrontation, a sacred, unfolding journey. And on that journey, every moment of honest reflection brings you closer to your truest self, not the one shaped by society, but the one etched in the soul. If this video sparked something in you, an insight, a question, or even discomfort, then you're already on the path Socrates walked. Keep going. Subscribe to the unfolding journey to explore more philosophical, psychological, and spiritual perspectives designed to illuminate your inner world. Let's ask better questions together.